Hey guys, Tyler 2K here. It looks like the Miary Zo move list has been released already. I think this is on Dengo's channel. But basically, they did a not quite a real Tekken talk, but I know they had talked about Miary Zo and then her like influence to Madagascar with them going to Madagascar and getting the culture and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, should I wake up at like 7 a.m. to watch that? And I figured out probably not. But this here, the actual move list being released, it's like, okay, well, I definitely want to look over it and talk about this. So I have not watched this at all. Usually, how I do my move list, I go through the move list a couple of times. I make notes, I do testing, and then I basically memorize it for y'all. But this will be a first watch sort of thing, so I'll probably just do such and such. I'm probably gonna make a mistake. Please, don't let me know now. But for the final one, when we get our hands on the character, we'll go ahead and make sure there's as few mistakes as possible. Okay, he bursts high 16. Okay, high option. Maybe from the speed on 3-2 might actually jail. Oh, I'll take it back. The final hit on 26, but I-13 option, probably I-13 Punisher, presumably. Okay, double high hit. That one's probably actually jailing though. I-15 heat engage, probably launcher. Wall stand 1-4. Mid option, probably -12, -13. Okay, what was this? Out of her stance. What's her stance called? Morengy Miroso. Okay, I-13 into high. Probably doesn't jail, but it's probably active for a couple frames because it's a triple hit. You probably have to hold duck the whole time. Okay, so Baobab Mihira, I guess. Oh, what was that? Forward 4-2 during heat mode. So these are enhanced attacks. So step kick into a big, probably horizontal slash, I imagine, homing. Oh, they didn't show the rest of it. Okay, so this is here. So usually when you're on the heat mode, there's a bunch of ores. Usually it's going to do all the moves. So that's just a note for people who are making these videos. Okay, so instant drop back into Baobab, I guess, into the pole stance. Back 3+4. Super evasive, like kind of reminds me of like Marduk BTS drop from how far she's going. Mode up 3. How fast was that? Okay, so that's just an instant attack too. Interesting. Up back 3, hit or block. And then it's spin launcher. Presumably plus frames on block too. We can probably determination from how much heat it generates or cost. Okay, so not very much heat cost, so probably not plus frames, probably just a safe on block. Okay, there's that big up 3-4. That looks like, we covered over Roger for members only content, top right corner for that. So that reminds me of Roger up 4-3, which I don't think is a coincidence. 4-4-2-3. I-15. Oh, interesting. So it does the big snake attack again, but it's a triple hit mid rather than the high variation we had seen. So under heat mode, presumably they basically go from highs to mids. So that does probably give us a hint that the attack likely does not jail. Okay, Morengy Miroso. Oh, interesting. So she has like a hell sweep. How fast? I-17 hell sweep option. Low, high, into a mid. The mid presumably, so that attack there, the horns, I think is -11 for Ogre, so. Okay, I-17, ground spike option, ground floor break, 52 damage, so a little bit above average. Okay. We don't have to watch that. Skip the rage. Okay, so 1-1-2 or 1-2-2? 10 frame option. What did it say there on the right though? Hold forward the shift. Okay, so just like Victor, so we can transition into her variation on Perfumer by holding forward to transition into Morengy Miroso. 1-2 +8, that's good. 122 high option. Ooh, man, from the speed on that, it probably still is NCC wall splat. That's rough. Of course, you have to duck it. But the issue with like, see, the problem with the move like this, so presumably 122 is NCC because it does chip damage on block too, right? The speed of the final attack hits on 28. So what the mix up here is between 112 or 121 into Morengy Miroso or completing the high. The thing is you can't hold duck for 28 frames because the advantageous like transition into stance is going to blow you up for a mistake like that. Also, furthermore, they've already shown us that from Morengy Miroso, we have a hell sweep. So you have immediate hell sweep and a high mix up. One doesn't generate or require meter, one does require meter. But the speed on the attacks, that's rough. That's going to be nasty mix up. That's probably going to be significantly scarier than Perfumer because from Perfumer, the only thing, well, actually, I think nowadays from Perfumer, you can perform Heat Smash, the low option. But that's it. Like Perfumer 1 is a plus, I think, +3 or +4 high crushing low. That's only on counter hit, like, plus 14 G, but still, it's not scary per se, the Perfumer low. So this is nasty already. Oh, interesting. 1-3. So looking very similar to like Lydia 2-4. Also, I think back, the animation also looks very similar to like Bakamlam 2-3, a new move he has in T8. Although that one has a counter component on it. I wonder if this is going to act similar to Brian, where the full thing NCC wall splat. I hope not. 2-2, interesting 11 frame option. I don't think there's any mention on an adjust frame on that. Chip damage on block. Yes, that's going to be her NC Punisher. I-11 is nasty, but what can you do? Ah, there we go. Mix up the 3-2, 3-1-1, or 3-1-2, and then shifts into Morengy Miroso. This move looks very similar to like Bruce forward 3-1. The issue with like Bruce forward 3-1 was that his is a high. So right away we have 3-1-2, and then 3-2 immediate mix up. Speaking of which, speed wise is different though. So I guess this one you probably could fuzzy. But notice how initially it also had said we can transition to Morengy Miroso by doing 3-1 into forward. So this also, come to think, it looks very similar to like Armor King 4-3-1, 4-3-2-1, which is a counter launcher. I really hope this is not a counter launcher. Also interesting, there's no note of any sort of tornado mechanic. So this is just there to screw you over, which makes me wonder if they're going to nerf Armor King 4-3-2-1 as well. The mix-up by itself doesn't really require counter launcher on it, so it's silly that like Armor King got that right away. 4-4. Oh, interesting. Now she transitioned to the stance, so presumably this is going to be like Zafina 1-3 transition into Scarecrow. So 4-4 option into stance. So she probably has an immediate power crush. Also being a stance, she might have like a PC6 variation rather than your typical PC7. So this will probably be launch punishable, just like I said, just like Zafina's. So, but because she's an airborne stance, hopefully that would mean jabs OS her, but who knows? 1+2. Oh, how fast is that? 15. Yeah, the super high. So obviously this would be jailing. There's no way you could duck that on reaction. A stance entrance. Or to punch parry effect. Interesting. I wonder what it does on punch parry. Okay, 4-3. So her Morengy Miroso is just basically large dynamic entry. I hold, so presumably high crushing during animation. My guess is probably CS 6 to 12, kind of like Lars's in T8. A big horizontal swipe. We have seen that this move here, the swipe causes like a splat in a particular direction. I wonder if this input here, where down to or up to, means you actually control the direction that it's splatting. Now, if I remember correctly, in the trailer video, she did splat to her left, and this move here is clearly going to her right. So maybe she can control it. So kind of similar to like a Dragonov pigeon roll, where you can control the direction of the roll. Probably. Oh, also, I'm going to throw this out right away. This was my theory for Season 3 right away, is directional splatting. That's going to be a big component. of season 2. So season 3. So for people who don't know, season 2 was all about FC mix-ups. Season 3 is going to be about directional control and stuff like that. Not necessarily like a defensive mechanic like air control AC from Soul Calibur, but the inverse for the aggressor. Ooh, nasty double high. Also, even though it said 30 on the final hit, that seemed really fast. Also, was there a note? Forward 4, chip damage on block. That makes sense. She's basically ending with a Law Legend kick. Forward 1 plus 2. Is that going to be 14? Yeah, 14. This is definitely going to be your... notice how the button came out late. So this is probably going to be hit confirmable I-14 wall spot. Similar to my boy Bob, speaking of which, down 1 plus 2. Bob has this exact same move. Presumably launch punishable. And then, Bob's, so launch punishable, but very easy to hit confirm. So it's impossible to, fuck it up. The Nasini Mpasavavi is Masavi. Obviously, I can't fucking speak Madagascar or Merengue or whatever. Down forward 1. How fast are you? Okay. But yeah, this looks very similar to Lucky Chloe 4 3 plus 4, but ending with the big uppercutter. Notice the speed on this, though. We don't really get a sense of the range. So with I-18, this probably hits very, very far. So this move here, Lucky Chloe 4 for 4, 3 plus 4, this is the 3 plus 4 input, hits over here. So she could probably be range 2, maybe 2.5, and hits you with an I-18 launcher. So this is also the same animation as Kunimitsu CD2, which is minus 18 on block also. So yeah, this is very much, hey, you do something long range, I'm going to kill you for it. Also, the range on this and the speed on it, post, let's say, heat burst, would then allow you to do this combo extension, 4 3 plus 4, and then do your uppercut launcher, do a tailspin mid combo as well. So this is probably going to be one of her most important moves. It's just you're not going to be hitting it all the time because minus 18 moves are very rare. But to have a launcher on minus 18 versus, let's say, Dragunov 4 plus 2 on 17, right, which is a joke, doesn't do anything anymore. I mean, I'd rather take an I-18 launcher than I-17 one. Especially, potentially, being a 2-hit combo, you might be able to confirm it. I don't think so, but you might. Okay, so 1-1 is a high into a big overhead. Chip damage on block. Hold forward to transition to Morengy Miroso. So, obviously, very similar to Lars down forward 1 structure. Is there a mix-up to it? No, that's also high. Into horns. Oh my god, the speed on that though looked nasty. Big overhead, so very slow. I-30. This one's at 24. Oh man, so 3 frames quicker. Also a mid. Man, I don't know. Like I said, the horn attack is so safe in Tekken Tag 1 though. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, okay, so she does have a mix-up too. Down forward 1-4 into the Balboa. So yeah, Baobab. My apology. That hurts. Okay, down for 2. I-15. Okay, I wonder if I don't think so, but I wonder if she crushes during the animation. Yeah, she looks like she's getting kind of low. Yeah, that looks like it might crush. So obviously non-generic down for 2. Probably minus 12 on block. Might crush on frame 7. Hard to say. Down for 3 mid. Interesting. So she has Roger down 4-3, but it ends with a mid instead of a high. So presumably minus 13. Usually female characters aren't minus 14 on these type of variations. So, I mean, minus 13 for long range homing. I mean, wall splat, fuck it. Ooh, down 4-4. So is that going to be cat down 4-4? Was that 16? Yeah. Ooh, please. Come on, Namco. Don't stop giving. What? Yeah, I don't know. It's just lazy design. This move is cat down 4-4, which is basically the same as Asusena down 4-3. Asusena down 4-3, I think, is 17, not 16. But this is counter launcher, and she can transition to Morengy Miroso. So, okay, here's the good news. So, if this is not a counter launcher, it's going to be plus 14. Morengy Miroso probably has her I-14 heat engager. So, that's probably the idea. But this animation, this is a launching animation. So, I don't like that. It's going to be safe on block. This is the laziest design. And what kills me about it, it's the only male character who has that is Brian. Like he has the only mechanic, and he has a million of them. But why don't like other whatever? Fuck it, stupid. Okay, rolling low, interesting. Probably launch punishable. Probably attack throw on hit or counter hit. Sorry. Okay, down to big overhead. Interesting. No heat engager, so probably a better version of Victor down two. Down three. Okay, quick option. Interesting. That's it. Down three. That was it. Solo hit. Maybe charge up during heat mode, but I don't remember us seeing one. I imagine probably like same thing like what is it called? No, hers crushed her down three. I would say maybe like Clive down back four, but Clive down back four doesn't high crush. Probably minus 18 on block. Probably does something on counter hit. Wow, okay. Instant horns. Ooh. Instant horns launcher. Crushing animation too. Like the only thing that comes to mind right away is like June down 1+2, and June down 1+2 is safe on block. But no, this has to be at least minus 11, right? Or it's not hyper evasive at all. I don't know. Okay, down like 2, 3. Interesting. Probably safe on block. Oh, there you go. That's the mix up. Or into Baobab. Wow, down back 3. It's 22, but look at the animation. Gives you like basically the ass stun. +5. Wow, it's probably only like minus 13 on block. What the heck? Also, same thing. We're like really close. This looks like it has a lot of range. Because, yeah, look, if she takes a step forward, so kind of similar to like Austin and down back 4, but just a better version of it. Like Austin and down back 4, she wishes she had a move this good. Like Austin is -3 on hit. She has to give her turn up. Okay. Oh, and she has a standing low too. Although she took a little hop before she did it. Did she crush? Is this similar to the Lucky Chloe down forward 4? No, this better not be Lucky Chloe down forward 4. That's way too fast. Okay. Better not be a counter launcher. Down back 1+2. Okay, +13. Natural option. Interesting. That's not a homing attack though. It's just like looks like a homing attack. Okay, so similar to like Zafina back 2. Although Zafina back 2 is a homing attack, and the Zafina is also plus. Oh, interesting. Back 1-4, instant spinner. So let's see, how fast was that? 12. 12 frame spin option for 31 damage is about average, so this will probably be used as like combo filler quite often. Oh, okay, so she has a Reina homing attack, so homing attack into a high. The back 4 option for her. Oh, that's nasty, because you can see like the idea behind this animation. So you have the back 2 into the high chipping option. Back 3-4 is your mix-up. So by holding forward, she cancels this right away. Oh no, she cancels into Morengy Miroso. So she doesn't cancel into the Baobab, the cane. She cancels into a stance. So same thing. You have to read between the high, which honestly it might be a counter launcher. Either this is fully NCC, or this last hit's probably a counter launcher. Or same thing. You hold duck, and she transitions into frickin' perfumer stance. Ooh. Back 4. Good. Oh, strong tracking to the right. Interesting. That looks like it would be a homing attack. Weird. Power Crush, I-18, so pretty good. Probably -13. Shout out to Dragonoff's being dog shit. Okay, so she has like that retreating VTS option, and like Marduk does. Oh, interesting. Or down 3+4, or up 3+4. The shift to Tromba on contact. Okay, so Tromba must be the name of her wall stance. So that must mean if she has an explicit name on her move, right? She must have at least 2, maybe 3 options off a wall stance. Only other thing I can think of is Tromba might be the heat mode variation on her instant Baobab stance. Maybe same thing where she can do like the instant dive kick or something like that. But at least it has 2 buttons if it has a name. Up 3. Oh, interesting. Ass stun +27. Probably safe. Also low crushing, obviously a weapon-based attack. Its tail, you can't actually duck it either. Up 4 or up back 4. Shift the Baobab. On hit, does not shift if you hold back. Interesting. Oh, capital. Interesting. I wonder if that same thing is that going to be like that looks like Alex's up 1+2 or whatever. So it looks like capital, but on Alex, whenever he hits you, he transitions to attack throw. Although this one didn't have an attack throw when you hit him, maybe counter component instead. Although put him into FC +13, same thing. This is like your heat engage or follow up. Otherwise, I guess like theory crafting would be like down forward 1/4 into Baobab transition on +13, and then immediate applied pressure from pole basically. I see. Oh wow, attack throw. Oh, she has like the ogre attack throw. So the nice thing is this is high. So it's going to be hard to hit this as your low slump attack. But still, how much damage I do? 50 damage. Keep in mind this will be scaled during combos. So at the bare minimum, you do 30%. That's the final scaler. So 30% would be 15 damage. I mean, 15 damage for a potentially low slump isn't bad. Okay, whatever. Oh, up forward 2/3, the cheese. So basically, she has a lot up forward 1/3. Wait, and she has a mix-up? What? Namco? How fast is the final hit? 27. Okay, so very slow. 31. Okay, so it's like right on the cusp of Fuzzable. But I don't like that. Especially because, like, this animation, we notice how it's doing the force crouch, but it's not +13, which means there's probably a counter option or component, which also further means it probably causes hard knockdown. So I don't remember what her steel pedal is so far, but it's interesting. Up 3 or up 4/3? Up forward 4. Okay, so hop kick on 15. Into spin launcher, presumably -13. Low crush GS9. Ah, wow, she has a cartwheel, and it's +20 into knockdown. So that's probably launcher 20, like, status. And she can cancel it by doing up back? So she wouldn't cancel into something, she would just cancel the whole attack? Weird. So that must, if you can cancel it, presumably that means it's not safe, but I don't know. Okay, 4/2. There's double mid again, though. Not the high component. 4/3, homing, unblockable. Okay, she takes a back sway, 62, wall break, okay. Ooh, QCF1, big elbow. Maybe like Brian, QCF 1+2. Okay, running 2/3. Shift Morengy Miroso. High option, presumably jails on block. Also, my guess is probably going to be like Asa Center running 3/2, where she can't actually get the high out unless the high out nor transition into like her version of Librador. So, ooh, I don't know. Wow, and she has a slash kick that transitions to the Baobab. Wow. Okay. That was what, 7th hit low? Okay, presumably can't cancel, E-charge. There's her I-13, wall stand. Like I said, probably -12. I-15 wall stand too, okay. Also a big launcher too, like a class 2, maybe class 3. Wall stand 3, oh, interesting. There's the overhead dunk, so same thing, probably going to be like Asusena wall stand 3, although Asusena wall stand 3 can hold, transition to stance, into leap stance. Here, Miary can't transition into Morengy Miroso, so I-11, snap kick, that's good. Oh, full crouch down 4/4. She does have a knockdown. +9. Okay, so +9 is our knockdown state. Left them into FDFA or FDFT, so that must mean, yeah, we must have a steel pedal. Wow, sidestep 2 can transition into Morengy. Oh, shift into crouch state by full crouch. Okay, so she is going to be very similar, a little bit similar, sorry, not very similar, to like Kunimitsu, who can do that as well. Okay, 1, 2, and how fast was that of Morengy Miroso? I-13. Okay, that's the high variation. Weird that she has like a very similar looking attack with like 4/4-2, but out of Morengy Miroso 1/2. So assuming Morengy Miroso acts very similar to like dynamic entry for Lars, like Lars DE 1/2 jails. So I mean, strong tracking to the right as well. Okay, so obviously her weak side must be her right, or your right, her left then. So that's something of note. We've only seen strong tracking to her right thus far. Oh, and she has the mix up though anyway. Nasty. Okay, big upper. That obviously is her dynamic entry too, which causes steel pedal effect. From this type of flop, like knockover, this is basically the same as like Anna up forward too, I think it is. So yeah, I don't think Anna's has like a counter component, but this, assuming her Morengy Miroso acts very similar to like dynamic entry, yeah, DE2 is a counter launcher. So wow, power crush right out of stance. There's the hell sweep, and then of course, kind of acting similar to like Harong. Harong's hell sweep only becomes scary whenever he's in heat mode. Same thing with hers. +6, I option, duck it, non-jailing, blah blah blah. Oh, big overhead. Interesting. What was the note there? Okay, doesn't have to transition to Baobab. Oh, instant shift from DE. Wow. Oh, there's the body splash up on +2. Interesting. Yeah, also the transition to the stance is really quick. Eye into wheel kick. Wow, uppercut launcher. Look at the class 1. Huh? The homing attack. Homing, obviously heat engager. Probably -13 on block. The hell sweep. Okay. Does she rent? Okay, no. Doesn't re-enter his stance. Also causes spin. And also, what's important to note, like it being a spin option, it hits very low. I-18 is also not that slow either. Obviously, I-18 is completely invisible, but I'm saying mid-combo, you could do that. Okay, and she can hold into forward. The cancel stance, too. Wow. Okay, so she's going to be a stance character. Constantly enter into stance and dropping on stance. Wow, and she can Monkey King it? She can Wukong this shit? Jump from her staff onto the staff? Okay, sure. Okay, retreating a track. Oh, there you go. Shift to Tromba on what contact. There you go. So there's Tromba. Wall stance. Hold down back to cancel. Can use heat. Use heat. Ah, there you go. Can use it even without a wall. Okay, big straight kick, legend kick. Ship damage on block. Reversal break. So if they try to do... Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because she's airborne. So you couldn't parry this or Sabaki it anyway. So does that mean it breaks Power Crush too? I'm not too sure. Otherwise, she can cancel it to shift into... Oh, no, it doesn't say cancel. So she can just shift into Morengy Miroso. So probably what happens, you knock him down with Tromba 4, hold forward, and then do something like MM2 for, ground steel pedal effect. There you go. Shift stance. Baobab up forward. Side rolls. Okay. Blah. Wake up 4. Wake up 3 + 4. Go kick. Okay. There's a lot of these, huh? Cross drop, yeah. Okay, here throw. Ground break option. Could be 35. Generic throws do 35. Oh, also another ground break. Wow, how lucky. Ground break. Oh, another ground break. Probably 50. Also a ground break. That one makes more sense because she chucks the shit out of you. Okay, and was that a wall break? Of course, it's a wall break too. Okay, that was Miary Zo. Interesting character. The fact that she can like constantly stance is the definite idea behind it. So, just initial thoughts about her. So, Morengy Miroso is definitely your high crush dynamic entry stance with Lars, whereas the Baobab, I can't remember what it's called, is your low crushing stance. So, interesting. I don't remember them showing us a power crush from Baobab. So likely what's going to happen is you enter into Baobab stance and you're forced to guess immediately. Now maybe the idea behind it is like, okay, if you're stuck at like, let's say -15 and you can't actually cancel stance, maybe that you jump off the cane by holding up forward. That way, at least you would still take 60. No, so maybe it's like flea stance where you just jump to get over pressure, or inversely, the cancel from that. Wow, that would be horrible. If you can cancel Baobab immediately by transitioning to Morengy Miroso. Oh my god, I just thought about that. So usually stance transitions and stuff like that take time, right? Everything takes time in this game. But what happens if you don't have to take time? What if this cancel is actually instant? No, she jumps right away. She wouldn't be crushing the whole time, right? High crushing the whole time? Because like what if you're like stuck in Baobab and you're like, okay, what I gotta do, I gotta get out of stance right away. So I tap forward, and we know that Morengy Miroso like low crushes, right? Or high crushes. So maybe like she's high crushing. No, there's no way, right? Like she's not crushing until this frame. That's at least like 10 frames of animation. Okay, interesting. So, oh man, there's a lot to really think about. I need to definitely get my hands on her, but that's interesting that unlike Scarecrow with Zafina, she can't actually cancel stance instantly. But maybe she can cancel into, right? There's no power crush here, is there? Let's go over that one more time. Yeah, it looks like a typical 6 frame or an 8 frame stance cancel. Maybe that Dragon Punches, maybe the Baobab 2 Dragon Punches. Yeah, so far no homing attack. Now we have the House Sweep, so we have 4 options. Maybe. So interesting. So yeah, that will definitely be a detriment for her. So I think for the meta, at least for week 1, will be just immediately challenging Baobab, because I don't know from the move list here, I don't know if she can actually address any sort of counter pressure whenever you're in the stance. Also, the Hell Sweep from Baobab, the Baobab 4 being I-18, also hurts. Like if this was faster, then she would have easier counterplay against Power Crush. But remember, everyone's Power Crush, everyone's Heat Burst, it's on I-16. So presumably when she goes to perform this, she's still in her airborne state. So that means there is proper counterplay, unless she transitions into Baobab at like +3, which they probably, like Namco probably has already thought about this and made it such that that's a more valid option. But interesting nonetheless. So yeah, I think Morengy Miroso will probably be the juice. The Baobab is going to be pressure, but at the same time, I think it's going to be fake pressure. So yeah, she comes out on, I can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday. We'll do the full breaklet down then. Obviously, I'm going to do a million pieces of testing before I release my own breakdown, but this was just a first look. If there's anything major I missed, please let me know. Like, for instance, I don't know, maybe someone figured some stuff out already. Let me know. But if I had like small stuff, don't worry about it. I'll go over it and cover it, once I do my own testing on Monday or Tuesday, whatever it is. Okay, consider becoming a member. It's how I make money on the channel. Also, yeah, I think that's all I have to kind of announce at this time. Yeah, hopefully Season 3 is good. Hopefully TWT is good. If there's anything else I missed, please let me know in the comments. Apart from that, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Later on.